Cause you have pussy.
Think we're getting kicked out.
Hey, you gotta talk him out of this or he's going to jail.
We'll allow him to go. Yes, now to keep him company. So, this is the story of how I single-handedly saved a big YouTuber's channel. Not really. Let me explain. So 4 months ago, I enrolled in an online course. Yeah, I get it. Another online course. Wrong. Basically, it's an online community called Creator Now, and this guy runs it. His name's Iraq, and you may have seen his videos. Wow. I've been subscribed to this dude before he had 1,000 subscribers. I'm an OG, motherfucker. Oh, naturally, when you release an online course about being a YouTuber, I had to get in. And thank God I did. One day I was scrolling in the chat and Fidias asked someone to help him with his video. This is Fidias. He also does stupid shit.
What are you looking at?
What are you
looking at?
Naturally, I had to call him. Basically, he told me he was filming this big video in Colorado. Now, I live in Virginia, so if I did that video, I'd have to fly over. He told me he was gonna run a half marathon barefoot in the snow. When I first heard this, I was like, you know, because Fidio does no risk, no reward. You try telling my mom I'm about to go film a video with a random stranger I met online and then show my mom his videos. I survived 72 hours straight in the desert, homeless in the most dangerous place in America. I stood on a brick for 24 hours straight. The silence is pretty loud on that one. Boy, if you don't. Now, my channel at the time had 32 subscribers, and Fidias was sitting around 24,000. And this is present day. So like I said, this was a big opportunity. So I gave Fidias the green light and I told him I'm gonna bring my friend Stefan. So we woke up at 4 a.m. and we flew over there.
Alright, we're about to get the Uber.
So we get there and I give him a call and he tells me to meet him at the ski basin. And I was like, Fidias, aren't we gonna go to the hotel to leave our stuff? And he's like, no, bro, it's fine. And I'm like, okay. So we had a 2-hour Uber ride there and it's snowing pretty hard. And we were driving on the mountains with tight roads and no railway guards. One wrong turn and certain death is insured. So naturally I was pretty nervous. Finally we get there and Fidias is nowhere to be seen. And the worst part is there's no reception either. So Stefan and I are waiting there, getting like really anxious because essentially we're stranded. 30 minutes later I casually see him walk right in front of the ski shops.
How are you?
So we meet up and talk and it was awesome.
I was calling you, but I don't know what the message was sending. Yeah, exactly.
You are coming, bro. You are taller than I thought.
Hey man, nice to meet you.
You are coming.
For sure, I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried because of the circumstances that I will do, but
right.
And basically he was like, let's go film. And I was like, Fidias, hold on, like we didn't eat anything the entire day. So Fidias gave me an apple. So we go to this service road by the ski slope. It's abandoned, it looks like the perfect place to do it. And we get the gear ready, we get the cameras out and we start filming. I am going to run a half marathon barefoot in the snow. Ah, it's cold.
We're in the middle of the woods, it's cold, and he could get frostbite. This is crazy.
Couldn't find worse conditions to do this. But around 20 minutes into the video, the ski patrol comes. And the ski patrol is like, you guys can't be here.
Hey, you're trespassing, you know, walking up our service road.
And Fidias does not give a single shit.
Bro, I love you. I don't want to make any problem, but I cannot stop. Whoa.
This man is still running, and you have the ski patrol just standing there like yelling at him, yo, you gotta get out! And then he starts threatening to call the police, and Fidias just keeps running. Like, this man just did not care.
Well, listen, I need you to stop. I don't understand what the issue is. Bro.
Called already the police.
He's calling them right now.
And I'm getting pretty nervous. Bro, you're about to go to jail. We're gonna get stranded here. Like, there's no service. Let's go look for somewhere else. There's snow everywhere.
They're going to come and arrest you, and it's not worth it.
I'm confused. We're going to continue doing this.
I'm gonna give him 3 minutes. Put his shoes on and get out of here before I call the police. You guys are either gonna talk him out of this or he's going to jail.
And then Fidias starts arguing with him. Like, bro!
Will you stop?
Problem if I continue.
Chill!
Would you listen to me? Why do you keep interrupting me?
If you get arrested, we don't have a place to stay. How am I supposed to tell my mom that you got arrested? But I will say, Fidias definitely knew what he was doing. This did raise the stakes of the video.
I did about 1/4 of the run. I actually don't want to make a problem. and I'm thankful that you didn't call the cops.
He was telling him, I'm from Europe, I don't understand. Like, Stefan leans over and he's like, dude, where do you find these people? The internet's a weird place, man.
I'm from Europe, I'm not from the United States. This trespassing doesn't exist in Europe.
I know. I gotcha.
He may seem crazy, he may seem like an idiot. There's one thing you should know about him, he's extremely determined.
We are leaving and we are going to come tomorrow.
So by some miracle, we get service and we call an Uber. So we start driving down a mountain to look for other places to do the video. Problem is, the snow everywhere else wasn't plowed and you would just sink into it, so Fidias couldn't run there. Finally decide to call it a day and we head to the hotel. Okay, so change of scenery. Where was I? All right, the hotel. So we get to where we're staying and it's actually pretty nice and it was really beautiful. The only issue, we were in the middle of nowhere and we rely on Uber to get places. So later that night, Fidias gives us a group talk and he basically tells us a heartfelt speech about pushing your limits and that he understands the situation he put us in. He told me he'd perfectly understand if tomorrow I just wanted to sleep in, and he told me that tomorrow if the police showed up, he was gonna keep going. And he said if I wasn't comfortable with that, I could just stay at home. And I was like, hell no, I didn't come here to just stay at home. Are you kidding me? So the plan was to wake up at 5 a.m. to get to the ski place before the open. So we wake up at 5 a.m. and would you know what? We can't find an Uber. And mind you this, for dinner last night, we had to walk a mile just to get food. Anyways, 5 p.m. rolls around and we finally find an Uber to get there.
What's this? Ah, it's camera.
And Fidias basically tells the Uber driver what our plan is, and if it wasn't for that, we probably would have been stranded. The man tells us we're not gonna find another Uber ride back, and he decides to come after working hours to pick us up. What a legend. We get there and we start filming. However, today, the snow had melted, so it was basically just ice. And running on ice is the same as running on glass.
The run was much harder than I thought. I wasn't just running uphill, but also at high altitude.
Within minutes, Fidias' feet were cut open and blood was dripping. And progressively, as he kept running, the whole trail was filled with his blood. I shit you not, we were there for 4 hours. Lap 23!
Let's go! Stop,
That's how long it took to get all the camera stuff, for him to actually run it. Crazy.
Hey, Dad! He's crazy as well.
By the time we finished, we were hungry, it was pitch black, and we were scared.
I care about my health.
We would check Fidias' feet for frostbite every 5 kilometers, and it just got worse and worse. We ended up having to blur this because it was just too nasty for YouTube. His skin was peeling off like a piece of bacon. That's how bad it was. Then the Uber driver comes, and Fidias finishes the thing.
This was the most beautiful experience in my life.
He was in so much pain now when he crossed the finish line, I had to put him on my shoulders. Now I had to carry him 200 meters down to where the car was parked. As we're driving back, it's pitch black and Fidias is dying in the front seat. And then he asked me if I had Band-Aids. Like, bro, did you not think that you might need Band-Aids? He offered him painkillers and he decided not to go with them. At one point, he asked the Uber driver to turn off the heat because it was blowing on his feet. It's not even on. We get to the hotel and Fidias has to crawl to our room. That's how bad it was.
If they call an ambulance and it's free, I don't mind.
Nothing in America is free. This is, I can't watch this.
Because you're pussy. Bad. Yeah, sure. Just kidding.
He was basically disabled. He couldn't walk. And here's the crazy part to all this. Fidias did not care. He was actually happy about it.
Stop me now. I'm having such a good time.
He was so happy the video was done. He didn't even care that he was in pain.
Good stuff.
This guy's actually a little mental, I'm not gonna lie. But I understand where he's coming from. He was just so driven to finish the video that he didn't care what his body looked like at the end. And it wasn't pretty. We put him in the room and then we start taking care of him like he's our little kid. He had to pee in a bucket, you know, he couldn't walk. It was a nightmare. Then we start filming my video. So Fidias gives me challenges and he essentially controls my life for 24 hours.
I am going to control his life for 24 hours.
If you want to see that video, I'm gonna link it up here. Make sure you watch it when you're done with this video. We go to bed and the next morning the flight is at 11. Only problem is, we can't find an Uber again. So we keep trying to find an Uber, but there's just no one available because we're in the middle of nowhere. It got so bad that his cameraman and I went on the middle of the street to try to get someone to pick us up, and no one wanted to help. I started walking around the hotel, knocking on doors, offering people money to drive us there. But the airport's like 2 hours away. At this point, I'm panicking so much. I'm gonna miss my flight. Like, this is not a good situation. Side note, we were talking to the hotel reception, and apparently there's bears and mountain lions. So we spent 4 hours hours in the middle of the mountains not knowing that. The lady at the front desk said she was too scared to even walk to work. I asked Fidias, where did you book this hotel? And he's like, oh, my sister from Cyprus did it. My common sense has left the chat. By some stroke of miracle, Fidias finds an Uber. It was absolutely insane. So we have to wheel him out the room just to get him downstairs. We make it to the airport just in time, and I find him a wheelchair.
You have to take me to my flight.
No.
Good stuff.
We say our goodbyes, and we head home. Saying goodbye to our dear friend Fidias.
They are leaving, guys. I am in a wheelchair and they are going to take their flight back.
And that crazy experience taught me something. An idiot with a plan will beat a genius without one. So he uploads the video and it's one of his first to go viral. So in a way, I did save his channel. 2 weeks later, my clip makes it into Airag's video.
In a half marathon barefoot in the snow.
You got frostbite on your feet. Oh my god.
Also, if you guys want to see the uncensored version of Fidias' feet, make sure you follow me on my Instagram, lemonjuice.youtube. Shoot me a DM and I'll show you. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you like and subscribe.